agréable vol.
Hello everyone and welcome aboard Dumbo the Flying Elephant. Please remain seated at all times and keep your hands and arms inside. For your safety, please fasten your seatbelt. To make Dumbo fly, pull the lever in front of you. Thank you and enjoy your flight.
So Nicholas, get ready to fly. C'est parti Dumbo, you can fly.
Veuillez rester assis jusqu'à l'arrêt complet de Dumbo. Vérifiez que vous n'avez rien oublié à bord. Veuillez descendre et vous diriger vers la sortie la plus proche.
Please remain seated until Dumbo has come to a complete stop. Step out and proceed to the nearest exit. Check to be sure you have all your personal belongings.
What can you say about Dumbo?
Yeah.
It's you know, just a cute little ride there in Fantasyland. We wanted to show Fantasyland there at Disneyland Paris. It is absolutely beautiful and everything that a Disney Fantasyland should be.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked really good. It looks like a great Fantasyland. It's got the mainstays of Disneyland, the Snow White ride and Pinocchio, Peter Pan, and of course Dumbo and the carousel. So doing Dumbo was very similar to the other parks, but it's always a fun little ride.
So I actually can't pronounce the French name of this next ride, but it is the equivalent of the Storybook Land ride at Disneyland in California, which has always been one of my favorite rides. So of course we had to ride it and had to film it to share with all of you. And it's just a really a cute little boat ride through various different fairy tale stories, and it's just something that's always been one of my favorites. I was really excited that they had one in Paris, and I think the one in Paris is neat. It has some things that are the same as what's at Disneyland in California, but a lot of things that are different and unique to Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, it was fun. You don't get a guided or a tour guide like you do in Disneyland, but they had little book-looking plaques, so you knew what was going on. It didn't hardly ever have a long line. I think because you board kind of like you do on Grizzly River Run. The boats just keep moving and you get on a moving platform and load right into the boat, so it keeps the ride moving and keeps a steady flow going.
Pour votre confort, veuillez rester assis pendant la durée du voyage, gardant vos mains et vos bras à l'intérieur des embarcations. Merci et bon voyage au pays enchanté.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boats are going to stop for a short time. Objectively to make traffic seated.
It seemed that the land would be torn by war, or saved by a miracle alone.
Another thing that Disneyland Paris has in their Fantasyland that also is in Disneyland is Casey Jr. Circus Train, and of course we had to ride that one as well. I think theirs goes faster than the one in Disneyland as well. I mean, it's still a ride that's good for all ages. You know, it's not anything that should scare small children, or it didn't require a safety harness or anything like that. But I think it does go a little faster than the one in California. Other than that, you know, pretty much the same ride, just the train goes through the Storybook Land kind of area, and just a nice little ride.
Yeah, fun theme with the train, and you know, who doesn't love to get in a wild animal cage, you know, so yeah, lots of fun.
Veuillez rester assis jusqu'à l'arrêt complet. Merci de rassembler vos affaires personnelles et de descendre sur votre droite. Please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Remember to gather up all your belongings.
The It's a Small World ride at Disneyland Paris was a very nice little ride. There are there's a lot more detail to certain sections of the ride in Disneyland Paris that I thought was pretty cool. Like the America section is a lot more detailed and interesting there in Paris than it is in California or Florida. They have not added the Disney characters to their Small World like they have in California but I definitely noticed more animals in the Paris version, which was really cute and adorable. I feel like it was more interesting than the one in Florida, but I still think the one in California is probably my favorite.
Yeah, and it is also its own separate building like it is in California. Not like in Florida. The Florida front of it is very different. So it's outside. It was kind of nice. They had awnings over all the line, so you didn't get soaking wet if it was raining while you were standing in line.
Because it usually was raining.
Yeah. So that was one way to get out of the rain. And still, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a little, the clock went off like it does in California, and it's a nice relaxing way to get off your feet for a good 15-20 minutes and enjoy an iconic Disney ride.
Welcome to It's a Small World. Remain seated at our farms, and please, no smoke. Thank you. Bienvenidos al mundo pequeño. Quédense sentados durante el viaje y por favor no fumen. Gracias.